Hey y'all, my name is Mick. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hey! It's been a while. Um, there's a lot of different reasons for that. That's because I live a complex life, because I'm a living human being. And I'm not gonna get into all these reasons. Because I got a lot of stuff to talk about, and I only have 15 minutes to talk about it. Which I guess is the first thing. I'm changing these videos from 10 minutes long to 15 minutes long, because it just kept running out of time. Um, Hmm. Hmm. Hey, I did the first of these, like this set of two images in August, immediately after drawing the prior two images, which was like one of the most recent videos on my channel. I'm so sorry, but also not, because I've just been so busy, and I'll get into it. Um, I have had so much to do. So much to do, and I was so frustrated by this first piece. Um, you'll see it here in a minute, but I had one of my brushes, the paper brush, which I was using for hair, set to multiply, like the brush itself. I don't know what those settings are for, but I accidentally turn them on sometimes, and they bother me so much because they just mess up all the colors when I don't want them to. And in a color palette challenge, it introduces new colors, and then that's against the rules. And so I had to restart the hair, and also my computer crashed because I started this during the midst of my terrible computer. I would say, I don't know if you remember that, but that was like 3 videos ago. So if you're watching through my channel, yeah, that just happened for you. Um, so I haven't been able to make a lot of art. It's just I didn't really fix my computer. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm trying to edit this with Premiere Pro. I don't know if it'll work. I just had to restart my computer because it wasn't accepting some of the video files for this. But I restarted and it seems fine now. They're in there, all of the video files for the landscape piece. I was just I was in a mood when I drew this. I talked about this for a little in my don't insult your own art or whatever that's called. Um, I was just really couldn't stop drawing these like dark blue and purple pieces with like really bright blue lighting, and I'm excited to stop drawing that now, but I've sort of gotten myself into a little bit of a rut where I still have a bunch of work in progresses to finish from that nice little, 4-month blue period. Um, but I'm finally able to work on digital art again, uh, both from a combination of like my last final was just a few days ago, and my computer is working, and I finished one of my zine pieces. I have been working on art in my little hiatus, um, but they've been for like zines and stuff that I can't talk about yet. I'm very excited to share it with you, though. I'm so excited. The one that I just finished a few days ago, which I've been taking a nice little art break because it took me. I haven't put the video together, but it feels like something like 18 hours. I don't think that's an exaggeration. I really do think that I spent 18 hours on that gosh darn piece. So, um, I'm excited to put that to rest and to put to rest blue pieces with weird glowing light sources. Um, Sort of tried to stray away from that in my landscape piece for this, but it's this palette, man. You're kind of forced into it. So I took away a lot of the glowing aspects that I had originally planned, but I kept a few. I had like this whole story I was gonna tell when I made this video, but that was 4 months ago, and I have more things to talk about, more pressing issues. I have 4 months of stuff to catch y'all up on. Um, so one is my decision to not make weekly commentary paints, and that sucks. That's a shitty thing to say, and I'm sorry, but I still want to make weekly videos. I don't know if my computer or whatnot can handle it. I'm not sure if there's just a whole blank space in this recording or what, but this looks solid, unmoving. not much is happening. That's fine. Not gonna edit it out. It's a color palette challenge. This may be the area where I realized that my entire uh, hair had been messed up because new colors. Although I'm not sure. OBS has been crashing for me too, so I've lost a lot of footage, and I think I lost a lot of footage here. And I think my computer crashed, and I lost a lot of valuable time working on this piece. But you know, whatever. I'm not salty about it. I'm very salty. Um, but my realization the last time I sat down to make make a commentary paint was that I wasn't putting as much effort into them as I used to. I was just sort of like, I need to get this up by Monday, so I'm not gonna take all the time to write a nice script. And I went back and I watched some of my like first commentary paints. I know there's not that many, but there's a stark contrast between my first couple of commentary paints that were like weirdly researched. I don't need to research for them, but sometimes I do, and I sound real smart. I don't know, man. I sound like I know what I'm talking about. Um, and then in the later ones, it's just like, here's my opinion. You listen to it. I give you no context or evidence. I don't talk at all about art history, which is one of my favorite things to talk about. Um, because if I don't do all of the important research, I don't feel confident talking about it, even though my research is normally just, yep, I knew that was true. Nice fact checking, though. Um, so I have not been including that. I've just been sort of speed making them, and it's a real drop in quality, and I'm not into it. It's also sort of like what these color palette challenges normally devolve into, and why I'm allotting more time for them now in the future, is I get distracted and I talk about the actual piece for way too long, instead of, you know, making a commentary paint about the subject that I'm doing a commentary paint on every single video. It feels like I stop and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna talk about this piece that I was making when I first like thought of the idea of doing this series. I was like, oh, I'm never gonna talk about the piece. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna have a subject that I want to talk about. But I just keep making pieces of art that I want to talk about. And so I think that sometimes my commentary paints are going to be replaced by talking about something related to the piece that I'm drawing, whether it's just explaining the piece that I'm drawing or, you know, just taking something, a topic of conversation from that piece and talking about it in my video, and it's not going to be as thought out as a commentary paint would be. I think it'll be more thought out than one of these bad boys, where I'm just shooting straight from the hip and not really thinking about what I'm saying at all. Sorry. um, but yeah, I think that'll be my normal Monday video. I'm gonna try to commit to making videos every Monday, but new schedule now that school's out. Um, so I will have to remake my whole schedule, and I think, in theory, there's more time to be devoting to making art and videos. Uh, but I have a lot of stuff coming up in the new year, which I will be talking about hopefully soon. Hopefully, in my next video, it'll be, you know, not a commentary paint, just sort of a topic video, um, which I'm excited for. I've been thinking about it a lot lately. I'll just say now that it's about my goals for 2019 and my big art plans, which will take time away from my being able to actually do art and actually sit down and record these videos. It is weird that you have to take away time from doing art in order to grow art, like your presence, your online presence in your business. You have to do less actual drawing. Um, but you know, that's just how it goes. Unless you have someone running the business for you, which obviously I don't. So that means less time to draw, but hopefully still enough time that I can do a weekly video. Um, so I don't know. It depends on how well my computer behaves. It's doing okay. Talked about that earlier. Sort of okay, sort of not. And if this were a normal 10-minute video, I'd be done talking by now. But I'm not done talking. I have more things to talk about. Um, so that's big change to my channel coming this coming like right now. It's happening. You're in it. I'm going to try to make more videos now that school's out. So expect more of those. But, maybe more speed paints. That was a green screen. I hope that didn't show up in the final product, but my video capture just went green. Yes. So, commentary paints, color palette challenge. Gonna try and continue those as per usual. Love doing these things. Um, this this second piece though, I think part of it was that I was just not into the blue anymore. I've been looking at blue and purple so much. And so many pieces I can't even share, and that makes me so sad. All of the, I've been devoting so much time to things that are secret, and I think maybe I'll just step away from that for a while. I don't think I like working on secret projects. I like being able to share the things that I do with people, and I like having things that I can show to y'all. Like, hey, I'm not dead. I'm just working. I'm working so hard. um, but I know it looks like I fell off the face of the planet for a couple months. I also had to stop drawing because I never got to talk about this on my channel. I was going to make a commentary paint, and it was so bad that I decided, hey, no more commentary paints until I can actually sit down and research. But I was going to do a commentary paint on, what to do when you can't draw, because I got an injury, and then immediately, scrapped the commentary paint that I had planned and was like, I'm going to make this about when you can't draw. And I was clearly so, hot and bothered about the fact that I'd just gotten hurt, and I wasn't able to draw. Screen's frozen again. That the commentary, it was just so bad. It was so bad, y'all. I didn't research anything. I was just very emotional. Can you believe I have to stop doing Inktober because I've hurt my hand? Which I did. I got something like second or third. It was mostly second, and then one bit of third-degree burns on my hands right where I hold a pen or a pencil. So I couldn't do any drawing for a couple of weeks there. And then a lot of catch-up. a lot of catch-up. So commissions are closed. Working on these zine pieces and then working on merch. That's my plan. That's my goal. So yeah, there were so many things that I wanted to say, and it was so important to me that I make this video longer, but I was so stoked to get right into the recording that I didn't write any of it down. So, I don't remember any of it. So, there's a wolf in this one. Look at this little wolfy guy. I don't draw animals typically, but I thought that I would draw a nice little wolf. I want to start incorporating more figures into the landscape of these pieces. I did it, was it the last one? Nope, the one before that, number 3. We're on number 5 now. 5% of the way. That one had, the silhouette of some sort of mermaid. And this one has got a nice little wolf in it with glowing eyes. Reminds me of my dog. That was the story I was going to tell about my dog. But hey, you'll possibly never hear it. Or maybe I'll like the concept enough to actually draw it one day, for realsies. I'm also going to try and take less time with these color palette challenges. I don't want that to mean a dip in quality, but when I was editing this video just now, the portrait part of it, I realized and I know that this is partially because I had to redo so many aspects of it, but it took 3 times as long as it needed to. And so I ended up speeding it up. It's on 250% now, and I had already cut it down. So this was altogether something like 12 hours for these 2 very simple pieces. So that's going to take less time, and I am out of time. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.